Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Tuesday to everyone. All right. In today's video segment presentation, will be geared towards the precious metal stacking community. At this prior moment, when it comes to cryptocurrencies, and I know as far as what few coins that I have spread it across the board when it comes to the crypto space, I see that everything is down all in the red. Well, just about every coin that I can see at the prior moment, what's going on in the metal space. All right. Gold is sitting at 1840, 1480. Silver sitting at 2315. Platinum is sitting at 995.50, just as well as palladium is sitting at 2018 at this prior moment, up 35.50. Platinum's up $8.80. Silver's up 7 cents, just as well as gold is down $1.30, down 7%. Okay, so this is the current spot price at the moment. This is not Kitco. For all the individuals out there who's unfamiliar in the precious metals space, this reading is coming from off the APMEX site, which is the American Precious Metals Exchange. All right, in today's video segment presentation, I'm gonna go through quite a few things, give a couple of tips, just as well as I'm going to show some items that I got in a few days ago. All right, when silver did dip a little bit. As you can take notice, the items are in APMEX flips. Actually changed them over into the APMEX flips. They didn't necessarily come from APMEX, nor did they come in these flips. All right, so last week sometime when spot price fell, okay, I picked up these two Scottsdale mint. These are 1/2 ounce rounds. Yeah, right here, which is 3/9 fine silver, 1/2 ounce troy ounce. I'm gonna get my gloves out and we're gonna take a look at these real quick, just as well as I'm gonna give quite a few tips in my opinion on quite a few different things. Little disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm just gonna be expressing my own opinion when it comes to precious metals. All right, so walk with me, let's get it. Alrighty then, so now that I got my gloves on and we can take a good clear visual of this 1/2 ounce. This is coming in from the Scottsdale mint. If you take notice that it does have a reeded edge, something in the same similar design of what you would find in the new Type 2 Gold American Eagles with the missing reed, with the exception that the Scottsdale mint has this same design all the way around the rim of the round. Okay, when it comes to fractional pieces, a lot of channels out on the YouTube platform, um, everybody stacks a little different. Everybody has different opinions when it comes to cost over average. And, when stacking smaller denominations, some people have a different soft spot in certain areas of the metals, whether, it's 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, or a full ounce. When it comes to smaller fractional pieces, you have some that will suggest, it's better off to go in a route of U.S. constitutional junk silver. Normally, in most instances, I do not necessarily purchase fractional pieces like this when it comes to silver, but because spot price had dropped at $21 and some change quite a few days ago, I was fortunate enough to pick up two of these for $26. All right, it's not always gonna be a time where that open door and opportunity presents itself where you can basically pick up some of these fractionals at that particular price standpoint, unless you were dealing with a local LCS. When it comes to reputable dealers, you're always going to have different premiums and different associated fees attached to the bullion. All right. So just because when you see the spot price at $21, doesn't not necessarily mean that you're gonna pay $21 for your bullion. All right. There's always gonna be, you know, a price over spot. You have melt value and things like that. So it's good to educate yourself in the metal space when it comes to that. Now, when it comes to fractional gold pieces, such as, give you an example, a gram of palladium, or just so to say, a gram of gold. All right. Some individuals will say in their expressed opinion that, would be a stack is a mistake to purchase like a 1 gram gold bar because of the premiums. All right. Currently at this prior moment, I'm not quite sure what a gram of gold is sitting around. I think it's sitting around somewhere about $58 and some change at this prior moment. Okay. But when I take a look at that, all right, and just so to say, when I think about purchasing just 2 simple ounces of silver, 2 individual ounces, all right, with the associated premiums that's attached to it. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Somebody was trying to get in their unit. But where I was talking about, what I was saying was, is that when there's a premium that's associated to that 1 gram of gold, and the premiums coming up off of 2 separate individual ounces of silver, you're basically almost coming out to about the same. Now, there's a difference if you're purchasing from an online reputable dealer, because of course you're going to have associated premium just as well as shipping fees and taxes and things like that. But you're going to come out better, shopping around and doing your due diligence and moving around to local LCSs and things like that, where that you can minimize the cost over average and get a good value on some of your bullion more closer to spot. So it's the same thing, when it comes to platinum, and just so to say, 1 gram platinum bar, because I think platinum is sitting somewhere, if I'm not mistaken, roughly about $33. Okay, a gram. So when you think about paying, 30 some dollars for just 1 ounce of silver, which silver does take up a lot of space once it's consumed to a certain extent. Okay. When it comes to platinum and palladium, you're minimizing space. Now, there's a difference amongst, the different classes of metals, no matter whether it's gold, silver, platinum, or palladium. All right. Palladium is, at a fair, reasonable price. Just roughly around sometime last week, all right, was a green light and an open opportunity for individuals to get out there and obtain some palladium if they possibly could, where at the price, there was a pullback that fell below the $1,600 mark. It was somewhere like 1,500 and some change, which was quite low because it dropped very significantly. Okay. During the time that happened, I just happened to be in a process where that I had purchased or invested into like 3 different metals, and I wasn't expecting, pardon me for a second. Yeah, what I was saying is that I wasn't expecting for palladium to pull back. You have to excuse the background interference, because of where I'm recording and things like that. Sometimes people disengage their alarms and things like that. So, it is what it is. I don't edit any of these videos. Anytime you see any content on this channel, it's live and direct in the now. These are not pre-recordings or anything like that. Okay. But to get back to the topic, when it came to palladium, it was an open window and open opportunity to purchase it. Just unfortunately, I locked up finances within 3 different particular metals. But when it comes to palladium, it dropped dramatically, at its high 1,500 and some change. Then within like a day or two's time, it shot right back up to 2,100 on this. So now, you're now seeing the price at where it's at this very current moment. All right. So the same thing, when it comes to platinum. Now, the thing about platinum, as far as, how I pay attention to platinum, because I have been converting, quite a few particular pieces of silver into gold, into platinum and palladium. And when it comes to platinum, what I recognize about the market is that platinum is just keeping its balance, okay? And it's staying even, like there's no decrease or increase in the value, like it's sustaining a certain particular number, and it's been doing that for quite a while. All right, now I've been diving out of silver a little bit and making conversions over to gold, where that, it's semi keeping its balance. It's down slightly a little bit, but then it jumps back up, but it's still holding a form of balance. So when I think about platinum, and I think about it at a gram, for $33 or whatever the case might be, a full ounce of it is just slightly underneath $1,000. If you take notice in quite a few videos that I just put out, within like the last week or two, I was purchasing platinum pieces, and I was showing you particular coins. I also have bars just as well, and Valcambi, just as well as Pamp Swiss, which are all fractional bars. Okay, they're not, of higher denominations when it comes to platinum. So I'm still building in those areas and those guidelines and things like that while I'm making my conversions. But I believe that, when it comes to platinum and palladium, it is something to take a good, strong look at. And when it comes to fractional pieces, when it comes to gold, you know, if you, in my opinion, if you were looking at a reputable online dealer where you're going to be paying different type of fees, I wouldn't suggest, diving in. But if you can find a local LCS that just may actually have fractional pieces, you may be able to get them at a better deal, more closer and more lower to spot. All right, depending upon one's budget and how one is their finances is sitting. Every individual out there, they stack differently. So, you have your individuals who stack for a savings. You may have an individual who is stacking strictly in savings, or, you have your coin flippers and things like that who are gaining profit, or you may have an individual who is not, they're buying, but they're not selling at all. They just looking to build and leave things behind. So, a lot of times certain pieces that I show certain high premium pieces, or low mintage pieces, which are more enough rare type pieces, because my intention is of not selling. My intentions is to leave a lot of this behind. Okay. When I'm purchasing or I'm investing, I'm looking at things as a markup, and I'm taking it as a loss, as if, it didn't even exist. A lot of times when I purchase something, I may look at it, or I may shoot a video about it, and once I put it away, there's some pieces that I put away that I don't never even take out again. I don't even look at them. Some things I, quite honest, forget about until I have to go back in and take a good strong look. Okay, but when it comes to these fractional pieces, like I said, you have other channels out there that would suggest U.S. constitutional silver. When it comes to online reputable bullion dealers, you're gonna pay a more higher premium for a particular bullion like this. They can basically charge you, somewhere between $22-$25 for just a half an ounce. Okay, where that, you're now paying $50 for, two of these coins. And then with associated taxes and fees and premiums, especially if you're purchasing from online reputable dealer, it can go even a little bit much more higher. So, I was fortunate enough to get these at $26. And I think, the little tax on it was like $1 and some change, if not $2. So, roughly at $30, I'll say it roughly at a $30 mark, with everything signed and sealed, for these 2.5 ounces. I do like Scottsdale mint just as well as I like Perf mint. I like the Germanium mint products. Okay. There are quite a few pieces that I would like to get into my stack. All right. I've been taking a look at some of the metals that First Majestic has out there, just as well as I also want to get some pieces from the Intaglio Mint. All right, there are some nice rounds when it comes to 2-ounce rounds that I've been honestly taking a look at that come out of the Intaglio Mint that are very nice. There's quite a few different mints that are putting out, some real high quality, good premium stuff, especially the Perf Mint and Germanium Mint. All right. When it comes to Scottsdale, they have their set selection of particular items. I like nice bullion. I don't, you have your refined and things. Well, I'm not gonna say refined because most places they refine everything, but I like highly polished, fresh bullion, like reverse proofs and things like that, and pieces that are more scarce with low mintages. So, these are just, a couple of things that I just happened to pick up, not nothing too crazy. Just a little while ago, I did make a nice, decent, significant gold purchase coming from the Scottsdale Mint. So I should be receiving it sometime towards the end of this week, if not over the weekend, or probably early in the beginning of the week coming up, depending upon how soon they ship it to me. Normally, in most instances, they do very well with their shipping, so I never really have an issue with the Scottsdale Mint. Okay, I do a lot of purchasing from them live and direct from their main site, just as well as their eBay online site. Same thing with Atmex. I have my account with Atmex with their original site, but I come across a lot of good deals on the eBay site just as well. The Scottsdale Mint, they always have their nice little lot sales and things like that on eBay, just as well as you have plenty of other different reputable dealers like DBS Coins. You have Liberty Coin, you got Modern Coin Mart, you got Money Metals Exchange, you have, what is that, gold and silver bullion. There's so many different reputable dealers out there, to name. ABS Bullion on eBay. So, weigh your options. There's a lot out there. There's a lot going on in the market. You know what I'm saying? So what you would like to do is just, protect yourself. So we're going to end this video right about now. Want everybody to keep it safe, keep it blessed, as always. And into that next one, we're going to check you later. Peace.